organization. And even if you don't live in Wichita, because I know most of us don't live in Wichita, don't you worry. Like, there are plenty of volunteer opportunities, things that you can do from a distance, or you could go meet the aircraft at different airports where they're doing ride flights, tours, things like that. And so it's just a lot of great opportunities. If you've never had a chance to go down there to tour their museum, I know summertime can get really busy, but we get like kind of the dead of winter, and it's like, I don't want to go outside, or I want to be inside with whatever, but I want to go do something. Please make your way down to Wichita, because that museum they put together down there is absolutely incredible. It is top notch and something that I think everybody needs to see. It's not just for adults, it's certainly something that's very kid friendly as well too. So certainly make your way down there for that experience. It is well worth it, absolutely, especially in the wintertime, because oftentimes the plane's going to be back in the hangar, right? Because summertime, they're out here doing air shows and they're traveling around doing all the fun ride flights. So here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Up from the left, we've got the B-29 dock. Looking for more help polishing that aircraft. So if you have some skills, or you want to learn some skills about polishing aircraft, go check out those guys. They have a lot of surface area to work with there, and a lot of professionals actually, they know exactly how to pull that off, and they'd be happy to help. They're going to go formation right here in a bit. We practiced this yesterday. We don't like to just do like these surprise things and give it a shot on our air show day, so we practiced this yesterday, and we got to see the B-29 with a P-51 off each wingtip, and you're going to get to see it. Superfortress per day in the workforce that was 80% female. Yes, our Rosie Riveters. Does that not make you proud, ladies? I think that's amazing. So super cool stuff, and again, 4.5 completed per day. I can't even fathom the amount of hours that went into that. But check this out. We've got Doc coming. All right, y'all, our P-51s are coming. So we're all talking up here on stage like, man, they're just getting closer and closer to these passes, right? They're refining those skills. I also think there's something to be said. So our team has a GoPro totally mounted on his P-51 on Superfortress, and we were looking at some of the footage that he pulled off yesterday, and so I think part of this is he's trying to get the right camera angle. You guys, but we got the P-51s coming back here too. We're starting to stick to these. This is our last two ship pass with the P-51s. This is going to be huge to get to see here in just a moment. The P-29 with the P-51s. on fire and things like that. That's way old news. We got that straightened out, so it's definitely not a thing anymore. These are like a new hybrid engine, so just know that, okay? It's still a 3350 though, so good stuff. All right, folks, this is making history right over here. If you look over to the left, you can see we've got the B-29 dog, we've got the P-51 gunfighter, and we've got the P-51 Swamp Fox. So they have this like staggered formation. Ever since then has actually logged more than 600 flight hours over 8 tour seasons. So 600 flight hours. Okay, I had to do that, right? That guy gave me my tailor endorsement, so I have like special love for Tim up there, right? Then we got Jazzy Jeff Linebaugh, second in command, which is so funny because Jazzy Jeff Linebaugh also flies gunfighter, right? We have like backup for backup for backup here with our Warbird pilot. It's great. Flight engineer today is Chris Reese, and Strive's high altitude bomber. So if you think back, you know, a lot of these World War II like movies, videos, things like that you see, it's pretty iconic to have like B-17, B-25, stuff like that, and you see that basically you've got gunners that are pointing the guns out of the open windows, doors, things like that, and they're in the elements, they've got their heated flight suits, things like that on, and they're at altitude, so they're wearing oxygen and all this like mess to try and just do their job to protect the airplane and protect this country. And this airplane right here, the B-29, was a game changer. We'll tell you more about that here in just a moment. Check out this pass, ladies and gentlemen. A once-in-a-lifetime here at Wings Over Whiteman. Holy smokes. I don't know if that gave you goosebumps, but it certainly did up here for sure. Alright, so let's talk about this pressurization. You know, those gunners, you know, they had to deal with all of it. They kind of had like this 360 view of the airframe, and they could see if they had enemy fighters. That person could then designate it. Which gunner on the aircraft was going to be able to shoot which gun to be in the most ideal position to protect the airframe. So really, really incredible technology. So check this out. once you get these folks up here flying, they just don't want to stop, right? So we're getting some bonus passes here, ladies and gentlemen. So we got the B-2 with the T-38 off the wing. The other T-38 is landing, just PS. So here we go. The B-2 and the T-38 are coming in here. You're going to get a couple of passes here, right? So it's going to be a nice straight and level pass. There's no pyro, so don't worry. You don't need to do like the video for the pyro, but just check this out. Take this in. It's a true testament to what you got going on here at Whiteman Air Force Base. Disregard, we got the B-29 off the wing of the B-2, ladies and gentlemen. Nice straight and level pass. This is history right here. Over the field, and it should be a nice top shot of those wings. So hang tight, ladies and gentlemen. I know your cameras are filling up, but you just hang tight with us. We'll knock out these passes, and then you get to see the amazing mad as she performs with the A-10 demonstration team. So we're in communication with the B-2 and the B-29 folks, and we're gathered here today just bearing witness to a true milestone with these two in the same sky together and in such close formation. So just as the 509 composite group led the way into the nuclear age, today we have a rare opportunity to see the same airplane they used then, the B-29, lead the B-2 in a flyby. Today's B-29 dock is one of only two airworthy B-29s. Piloted by Tim Levy, this is a rare chance to see them both again in formation. So back in December of '44, the 509 composite group was activated at Wendover Field, Utah, with 1,700 airmen. They embarked on a top secret mission in a modified B-29 Superfortress. So less than 6 months later, they left Wendover and began bombing Japanese-held islands and Midland, Japan. In August 6th, the 45 Colonel Paul Tibbets piloted the B-29 Enola Gay and dropped the first atomic bomb. That typical bomb y'all know as right? Such a little boy was dropped on August 9th of 45 here, and we got it pulled off. So certainly love that. And folks, here in just a minute, we still have the A-10 demonstration team. So love y'all. You're like getting up here to this show line. So let's keep that going, right? This is the chance. You want to get back up here, get those chairs seated up real nice and close. I've got Tech Sergeant Alan Brewer up here, and they're going to take care of us with the A-10. But Tim, you give him airspace, and he just won't stop. So here he is in the B-29 Superfortress. Man, oh man. That's a lot of B-29 passes, guys. Like, this is impressive. I have worked a lot of air shows, and I've worked a lot with B-29s, and I don't recall any air show ever that we had this many B-29 passes. So shout out to Friends of Doc. Thank you guys so much for having Doc out here for us today. Y'all love that? Y'all love that B-29? Oh yeah. How about our B-2 flyers, right? Woo! And that T-38 crew, man, they were doing it right. I love that. We got a great crowd here too, so I just love you guys. You're wonderful. Appreciate that so much. You have no idea. So we're gonna hang tight here for just a few moments. Matt is getting herself all situated. They're doing all their final checks. We'll hand things over to the amazing. So I know you can do it. I believe in you, right? All right, thanks, guys. We'll keep you posted here.
We'll be waving at you from the highway.
Yeah, the best I ever got years ago was Fifi. Was the only one flying. It was an air show. They did an air show in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and they said they kind of let it be known that they were going to take off the next day. So I took off work, and I got at the end of the runway, and Fifi took off.
Good update. So what we're doing right now, we're just
and then I realized Fifi turned around and landed again.
Right now, we're going to launch a
and
couple
then
of
Fifi took off again.
Just to get them out of the airspace, and then we're going to hand things over to
they were
Matt.
doing
So
crew training. They did a half an hour ago.
And I'm sure there's going to be some much better pictures.
Doc's texting in if you want to catch him.
Yep.
He may take this taxiway.
Yeah, it was sort of not what I was expecting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like I was getting a hot dog inside of a beignet. So there's the B-29.
Tries to check this out. We got Doc. Doc is taxiing in here. This is something cool about your airport. It's humongous. Let's start there. Your taxiways are huge, and so therefore we don't have to shut down the outboard engines on this B-29. Oftentimes that's a thing that happens a lot on the taxiways. Otherwise, cars like to take out taxiways. We're not doing that for them. We got lots of space. So here we go, folks. Trying to hush up while we get the B-29 talking about here. Definitely give them a big hand. Tim's going to be right inside that left window, and he'll be loving that. Also, we have some folks in the back in those listeners, those one windows. So definitely give them a huge shout out. That was amazing work by the B-29 Doc.
So bad.